Welcome back, NFL fans. Today we have my first round mock draft. I'm only doing one mock draft this year. I'm not a person that likes to do multiple ones. I like to just do one a couple days before the draft, and that's what we're doing. So hopefully you guys enjoy the video. Leave in the comments who might be a surprise first round pick this year that nobody sees coming, because most of the time that's what's going to happen. And this draft is actually fun because I feel like the past couple drafts we've known who the top 3 is going to be. We don't even know right now who number 1's going to be for sure. Of course, people have their opinions. It might be Travon Walker, Aidan Hutchinson, even Ike Ekwonu, but so far we don't really know. So it's going to be a fun draft. We'll see what happens Thursday night, but hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Leave a like, always helps out. And let's get into it. Number 1 overall, I have the Jacksonville Jaguars taking Travon Walker, the edge rusher out of Georgia. I thought pretty much all offseason it was going to be Aidan Hutchinson. I have changed my opinion lately based on some of the news that has come out. It seems like it might be Travon Walker or Ike Ekwonu at this point, but I feel like Travon Walker is going to be the pick, number 1 overall. He is a bit raw, of course, but he does have all the upside in the world, and if he's coached well, he might end up being the best edge rusher in this class when it's all said and done. At number 2 overall, we have the Detroit Lions taking the local kid, Aidan Hutchinson out of Michigan, 6'7", 260, might be the best all-around edge rusher and most NFL-ready edge rusher in this class. It would be a great pick for the Lions as the Jaguars pass on him at number 1 overall. At number 3 overall, I have the Houston Texans taking Ike Ekwonu. The betting odds were saying that Derek Stingley may go here at number 3 overall, which I could see happening, but I still have Ike Ekwonu, the tackle, who might play guard in this scenario with Titus Howard and Laramie Tunsil already there, but he is probably the best run-blocking offensive lineman in this class. It would definitely help out this offensive line for the Texans, so give me Ike Ekwonu, number 3 overall. Number 4 overall, I have the New York Jets taking Ahmad Sauce Gardner, the cornerback out of Cincinnati, possibly the best press man corner in this class. The Jets, of course, could go edge here. It would not shock me whatsoever if Kayvon, Thibodeaux, or even Jermaine Johnson went here to the Jets, but I think this team needs cornerback help as well. I do like Bryce Hall, but they definitely need a cornerback 1, and Ahmad Gardner should be that guy. At number 5 overall, I'm starting to buy into the rumors that the Giants actually do love Charles Cross. I have them taking Charles Cross, the offensive tackle out of Mississippi State. With Andrew Thomas already at left tackle, you would have to shift him to right tackle, but the Giants desperately need a right tackle, and Charles Cross may be the guy on their radar. At number 6 overall, the Carolina Panthers, I have them taking Kenny Pickett, the cornerback out of Pitt. I don't know if I agree with this pick necessarily, but it turns out that they really do want a quarterback apparently, so I could see this happening. Kenny Pickett has a similar build to Sam Darnold, who they traded for an offseason prior, and it's still the same regime, so Kenny Pickett might be a guy that the Panthers end up liking. At number 7, oh look, the Giants are back on the clock. I have them taking Kayvon Thibodeaux, the edge rusher out of Oregon. Yes, people have concerns about character issues and taking plays off. I think he's crazy talented, and if he falls to number 7 overall, it's going to be tough to pass on him, especially for a team like the Giants that need an alpha edge rusher, and Kayvon Thibodeaux can definitely be that guy. At number 8 overall, we have the Atlanta Falcons taking wide receiver Garrett Wilson out of Ohio State. Of course, in the wake of Russell Gage going to the division rival Buccaneers and their wide receiver 1 Calvin Ridley being banned for an entire season, a wide receiver pick makes all the sense in the world. Some people believe that Garrett Wilson is not only the best separator in this class, but the best overall wide receiver, so this pick can definitely happen. At number 9 overall, I have the Seattle Seahawks taking Evan Neal, the offensive lineman out of Alabama. This would be a dream scenario for them. Evan Neal, in some people's opinions, is the best offensive lineman in this class, and to be the 3rd one off the board going to a team that needs a left tackle, this would be a great fit for Seattle. At number 10 overall, this seems to be a prime position for the Jets to take a wide receiver. They take the 2nd one off the board here, Jameson Williams, wide receiver out of Alabama. Yes, he's coming off an ACL injury, but he is probably the best deep threat in this class, and Zach Wilson has a very strong arm. Why not make this happen? I don't think they want Corey Davis being their wide receiver 1 that much longer. At number 11 overall, we have the Washington Commanders taking linebacker Devin Lloyd out of Utah. It was just a year ago where they took a first-round linebacker in Jamin Davis out of Kentucky, but the linebacking group still needs some work there in Washington. We'll give them the best all-around linebacker in this class, Devin Lloyd, who also is a big linebacker just like Jamin Davis is. At number 12, we have the Minnesota Vikings taking Cornerback Derek Stingley Jr. out of LSU. This would be a dream scenario. Jeff Gladney did not work out, of course. Brashad Breeland, same thing. And to have him learn under Patrick Peterson would be a great scenario here for the Minnesota Vikings. At number 13 overall, we have the Houston Texans taking Kyle Hamilton, the safety out of Notre Dame. He did not tear up the combine like many expected, but he is still probably going to be a good NFL player, and the Texans just need to focus on building a good football team at this point. So if he falls to 13 overall, I can definitely see the Texans going this route. At number 14 overall, we have the Baltimore Ravens taking Trent McDuffie, the cornerback out of Washington. The Ravens right now, outside of Marlon Humphrey, definitely need some corner help, and this guy would help for sure. He could play slots, he can play outside. He is only 5'11", but definitely plays bigger than he actually is. He should be a really good NFL player. At number 15 overall, we have the Philadelphia Eagles taking Jermaine Johnson, the edge rusher out of Florida State. Brandon Graham's getting a bit up there in age, and they can definitely use another pass rusher in that rotation, and Jermaine Johnson is supposed to go somewhat high in this draft. He's coming off a very good Senior Bowl and statistical season in 2021. At number 16 overall, we have the New Orleans Saints taking wide receiver Drake London out of USC. I know every Saints fan wants a left tackle, understandably so, but it seems like left tackle at this point may be a reach based on who's on the board. Drake London, though, could be a great wide receiver opposite of Michael Thomas. We know the Saints don't have the best wide receiver depth, and the Saints do like bigger receivers. Their top three guys are all over 6'2", and Drake London comes in at 6'4". At number 17 overall, we have the Los Angeles Chargers taking Jordan Davis, defensive tackle out of Georgia. I know they signed Sebastian Joseph Day, I know they got Khalil Mack, and I know they have Jerry Tillery and some other guys, but they need to focus on solidifying that run defense specifically, and Jordan Davis will help. Their offense is already good enough. They just have to get the defensive side of the ball right, and Jordan Davis, based on his combine, should go at some point in the middle of the first round. At number 18 overall, we have the Philadelphia Eagles once again going Chris Olave, wide receiver out of Ohio State. Pair him up with Devontae Smith and help Jalen Hurts be the best possible quarterback he can be in 2022. Chris Olave can beat you downfield. He's an excellent route runner, and honestly, he's one of my favorite receivers in this 2022 class. At number 19 overall, the Saints get their left tackle, Trevor Penning, the offensive tackle out of Northern Iowa. It wasn't the best competition level, but he was as dominant as can be, and hopefully those tools translate to the next level. There might be a bit of a learning curve, but he definitely has all the tools to be a great left tackle one day. At number 20 overall, how did the Pittsburgh Steelers get past Ben Roethlisberger leaving? Well, they draft Malik Willis, the quarterback out of Liberty, who has all the tools in the world, has to focus on reading defenses better and some accuracy issues, but outside of that, the guy has everything you would want to be a franchise quarterback, and hopefully he can do that sitting behind Mitch Trubisky, whether it's for half a season or an entire season. At number 21 overall, we never know what they're going to do, but I have the Patriots taking George Karlaftis, the edge rusher out of Purdue. He proved to be a great pass rusher last year. He's a versatile player. I think the Patriots will like that, and if he's available at 21, he might be their guy. At number 22 overall, we have the Packers on the clock. They got this pick in the Devontae Adams trade, and I have them taking Zion Johnson, the guard out of Boston College. He took a big leap in the 2021 season, and the Packers' interior offensive line is a bit sketchy. They can use somebody like Zion Johnson, who's one of the quote-unquote safer prospects in this draft. At number 23 overall, we have the Arizona Cardinals taking Kaiir Elam, the cornerback out of Florida. He has good size. He played against good competition for a long time, and we saw the Arizona Cardinals take a Florida corner last year with Marco Wilson in the middle rounds. He would be a good pick to help fix this secondary that definitely needs some cornerback help. At number 24 overall, we have the Dallas Cowboys going with Nakobe Dean, the linebacker out of Georgia, which is crazy because the Cowboys just a couple years ago had one of the most stacked linebacking groups in the NFL. Jalen Smith is now gone. Leighton Vander Esch keeps getting hurt. Their rookie Jabril Cox tore his ACL last year, but they can use a guy like Nakobe Dean, a bit of a smaller linebacker, definitely plays reckless obviously in a good way, but he would definitely help this team in coverage and making plays sideline to sideline. At number 25 overall, we have the Buffalo Bills taking cornerback Andrew Booth Jr. out of Clemson. The Bills lost their cornerback to Levi Wallace this offseason. They can use a guy across from Tre'Davious White once he gets healthy. Booth is not a flawless prospect, but definitely has some upside. He does everything at an above average level, just has to work on the tackling, but he should be at least a decent cornerback too in the NFL. At number 26 overall, the Tennessee Titans take Sky Moore, the wide receiver out of Western Michigan. Yes, they traded for Robert Woods. Yes, they have A.J. Brown. Yes, they have Derrick Henry coming back, but this team needs some more juice come playoff time on their offense, and Sky Moore can be one of the better slot receivers in the league once he reaches his prime. Right now, they have Nick Westbrook-Akina as their wide receiver 3, who had some moments last year, but give me Sky Moore over him any day of the week. At number 27 overall, I have the Buccaneers taking Travis Jones, the defensive lineman out of UConn. I know they have Vita Vea, but imagine these two playing together. It would be very difficult to stop. Travis Jones is 6'4", 325, had a lot of pressures last year. He's amazing against the run. This would once again be the toughest run defense in the NFL if the Buccaneers made this pick. At number 28 overall, we have the Packers back on the clock taking George Pickens, the wide receiver out of Georgia. Of course, with Devontae Adams departing, they should find themselves a wide receiver, and this could be their guy. He was supposed to be the best wide receiver in this class at one point until the injuries started piling up, specifically the ACL injury recently, but he is 6'3", 195. The Packers do tend to go with the bigger wide receivers, and hopefully George Pickens can one day be the wide receiver 1 for the Green Bay Packers if they made this pick. Next, we have the Kansas City Chiefs at number 29 overall taking Daxton Hill, the defensive back out of Michigan. There is no more Daniel Sorensen, thank God for Chiefs fans, but Daxton Hill can play himself some slot corner. He can play some deep safety, add some versatility to this defense. The Chiefs secondary is not awful, but they could use another guy, and Dax Hill being a versatile guy could be a nice pick for them in the late 20s. Next at number 30, we have the Chiefs once again back-to-back. This time it's Leo Chanel, linebacker out of Wisconsin. Can you imagine this young linebacking core of Nick Bolton, Leo Chanel, and Willie Gay Jr.? That would be very nice for Chiefs fans going forward. They can use a middle linebacker badly, and this could be their guy if he falls to number 30. At number 31 overall, we have the Cincinnati Bengals taking Lewis Cine, the safety out of Georgia. Von Bell's in the final year of his contract. You can pair him up to Jesse Bates going forward. And let's be honest, the Bengals will have to pay some guys going forward. They can't afford to keep everybody. So if Von Bell has to walk in favor of guys like Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase and Jonah Williams down the road, they can have Lewis Cine on a rookie contract playing at a high level, and this could be the right pick for the future. And lastly, at number 32 overall, I have one of my favorite players sneaking into the back of the first round here. Jalen Petre out of Baylor, the defensive back, can play some slot corner, can play some safety. And let's be honest, the Lions do need somebody at slot corner. They can use some safety help as well. And this guy makes plays around the line of scrimmage against the run. He's not just a one-dimensional slot corner type of guy. Jalen Petre, in my opinion, should be a first-round pick, and the Lions may look at him that way if he's on the board at 32 overall. That will do it for my mock draft. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. There were some guys left on the board that may be surprising, guys like Tyler Linderbaum, Devontae Wyatt, and even Sam Howell if some people like him. But this is the way I see it going. We'll find out what happens on Thursday night. It should be a fun one. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll talk to you guys next time.